Hey guys, Justin here. I am in Kwinana right now, and time for another request journey. According to the caption, TP-LHS. Yes, do you know what that means? LHS means left-hand side. So that's why we're going to only look towards the left for this video. And we're going to take all of the stations that actually have stores open on the left, which is starting from Kwinana all the way to Lakelands. Thank you so much, Joshua Chan, for this request here. Alright, so actually this train was delayed earlier on when I waited for it at Bull Creek. It was delayed for like around 5 minutes for some reason, and then as soon as it arrived at Bull Creek it was completely packed. Literally completely packed. Not like full train, but literally all the seats occupied, and there was still a decent amount of people actually standing on the train, which is actually not common to see during these period of times. This is actually just 1 p.m. right now. 1 o'clock, and usually it's actually pretty empty at this period of time, but this is actually a school holiday, and actually quite a lot of people actually this is actually technically considering this is actually the last day of the school holiday. Next Monday we'll be actually back in normal school days, so that's why a lot of actually families and children and kids are actually going out with their family to actually enjoy the last day of holiday before the school resumes again. So that's why next station, Willard. Now it's back down to Lakelands. It's been a while since I've actually been to Lakelands, so I've taken every single route in Lakelands, so I don't need to actually go up to the bus station literally technically anymore, because I've literally I think filmed everything except the 584 if I want to film it again, but not really that necessary to film it again considering just the last part is actually different. Plus for that last part I actually filmed it on the on a Renault, so that's why you can go and check that video out with the old buses day tour that I filmed with one of the oldest generation of buses, and I filmed at that remaining section that starts from Mandurah Bay over to Lakeland Station. Willard. So, according to the caption, LHS left hand side, so that's why we're not even going to look towards the right, we're just going to look towards the left. Now, of course I can look down, it's just I cannot look right, so that's why I'm not even going to turn right. Okay. Next station, Rockingham. Quite a lot of people actually going to Rockingham right now, and on the train is actually quite packed, and there's actually a lady close by actually directly towards my direction and looking towards me, so it's a little scary. But another short journey by Joshua Chan. Appreciate these requests. We still have actually some long vlogs, so that's why those will be done before I go back to Hong Kong, and of course before Armadale shut down, because I actually do have an Armadale line video, which is actually towards Armadale as well for a vlog, so that's why. That one I will film with one of the bus routes, because there's a request with an Armadale route which actually goes across the map. There's only one that actually goes across the map, so that's why. Besides the 220 which I filmed, the other ones go across the map, not go up the map. It's go across the map, okay? There's difference between going up the map and going across the map. That's always actually how I like to actually call some of these things. The cross that means left to right, going up or down, and it just goes up and down. North or south, not east to west. So later I'm gonna get off at Rockingham. Actually, not get off at Rockingham. I'll get off at Lakelands, and I'll take back to Warnborough, and I'll try the 558, and I'll take the 548. So I tried 2 routes today. Now technically 558 is no difference. The whole path is the same. From before, no difference. It's just after it's actually converted and changed, I want to take it again. So it's literally just like cut off 45 minutes of journey for that route, from a 1 hour plus route from Mandurah all the way to Rockingham. Now it's just Warnborough to Rockingham, which is actually way shorter and way more efficient to actually travel. Okay, there's some stupid peoples over there playing music again, which is so annoying. My hands kind of hurt actually. Just looking towards the left here. Yeah, my hands are kind of numbing right now. It's actually pretty painful. The door did open actually for both of the stations right now. Kwinana and Wellard, they both opened. So let's see where the Rockingham will have opening. For sure, I think, because there should be people getting off, considering there's still so many people. Hopefully not too many going down to Mandurah, if not it's going to be annoying. Now I can actually switch doors if I actually wanted to, but definitely not now. Maybe later on when the front is clear off a little bit more, then I can actually switch. Actually talking about what set am I on? Actually, I didn't tell you guys. Yes. Set 69. Hey. Originally, I actually wanted to go to the back set, but since I saw the front set is actually set 69, I just have to walk back down here and do it. Because I cannot forget and cannot actually give up on set 69. It's my favorite set for sure. Now I don't really actually like to take some sets as my favorite or anything, but this is just my favorite set, so. People coming over. Unfortunately, I cannot actually look right, so that's why I have to actually just stay here. Entering Rockingham here. Now earlier on actually at Bull Creek, when I actually made it to Bull Creek the first time, the power was off for the station. Ended up actually having the tack-on machines, the processors, the SmartRider processors, didn't work. So yeah, actually resume on the talk. Actually at Bull Creek Station earlier on, the processor of the station didn't work because of I think some power malfunctioning or something. Ended up actually having everyone just walk through for a free ride for a little bit. And then ended off because I'm actually taking the train and then changed to a bus because I didn't tack off at the station due to malfunctioning of the processors. I ended up have to pay a default fare, which is so sad. But now it's fixed when I return to Bull Creek to get onto this train. So when I arrived at Bull Creek, it didn't work, but when I returned to Bull Creek and leaving Bull Creek on another train, it worked again. So that's why. I guess within an hour they already fixed the problem, so really good. Next station, Warnborough. There's actually a lot of people going down south today. What the hell? Next is Warnborough. Yeah, every single station will have door opening because I will get off at Lakelands, but since I get off, we're just going to end the video because we cannot look right.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no. Then you can sleep with that.
people actually behind me ready to get off, so I'm just gonna film towards the window like this for now. This is still towards the left side, so I'm not actually cheating. Warnbro first, and then Lakelands. Lakelands to Warnbro, unfortunately, will be another 10 minutes of journey first before we actually hit Lakelands.
Next station, Mandurah.
And Warnbro station. I still need to take the routes here. There's still so many routes I need to go through here at Warnbro, including the Baldivers routes. And of course, we still have actually just the 558 and all the Baldivers route. That's basically it. So after today, I would take the 558, and then that's basically it for all the routes that actually doesn't go to Baldivers. And the remain is the 6 routes that go to Baldivers. I need to start trying them. That's a lot. So, especially they're all different. There are no unique there are no common section for all 6 routes that go to Baldivers, except the path between Warnbro and Baldivers. The bridge, Safety Bay Road. Except that, every other section on all these Baldivers routes, they're all different. So that's why I need to actually take every single one individually in order to count it. Now, the path between Warnbro and the first stop in Baldivers should be the same for everyone, because there are no stops on Safety Bay Road. It's just direct as soon as you leave Warnbro station straight into Baldivers for the first stop. And then after it hits like Baldivers for a few stops, common probably for all of the route, and then we will just basically split up into 6. Which is very, very crazy that they actually have that many routes. I kind of rather they actually just do a big circular route that actually just goes into Baldivers and loop to every single area, basically touching all of the terminus of all of the routes. No point in making 6 of them. I'd rather they just make a big circular than people can just take around the terminus. Because right now, with these routes actually like this, they're all from Warnbro to Baldivers, different areas, so I ended up actually having no transit inside Baldivers. Yeah, there's actually no transit inside Baldivers itself. No transit. It's just from Baldivers head out to Warnbro. There are no transit inside Baldivers. So I'd rather they just make 2 circular routes, one clockwise, one anti-clockwise, to just loop to all of the 6 terminus, and of course stopping at in between all of the stops. But I'd rather they just do that, because they will make it even more efficient in traveling, and then just basically loop to all of the spots without actually having need to touch Warnbro station at all if they actually really want to take buses between the spots and not walk. Because if you actually live in Baldivers South and you want to go up to the north part of Baldivers, you have no transits. The only way is actually take a route back out to Warnbro and then change back another route to go back in. Or I mean, you can change at the entrance of Baldivers instead of actually going all the way to Warnbro station, but that's basically what it is. You have to take a bus and then change to another one. So I'd rather they just make 2 circular routes, one clockwise, one anti-clockwise, and then loop the whole suburb and then goes back to Warnbro station. Yeah, I think that's way better. It's gonna be way more friendly. I mean, not really that friendly for people that actually just want to go straight out, but there are 2 directions, so you don't need to make a big loop. And for people that actually want to just actually travel inside Baldivers, then you can also have the circular route to loop around Baldivers, instead of actually just have to come out to the main entrance or even Warnbro station and go back in, you know? I honestly think that circular routes will be better for Baldivers, considering if you want to just make 6 routes to serve so many places, why not just make one big circular route and serve everything? It's basically just like Stratton and Janebrook, that area up north of Midland. They're making one big circular route. They can technically just make like 3 routes to actually touch different spots, but they're just making circular routes to actually like make a big loop around the whole hillside area inside Stratton and all that area. Why not just do that, you know? don't know when this video will be out, but it will be out accordingly. So by the time of Armadale line shutdown, we'll of course have new routes, which includes all of the proposed routes that will come out with the shutdown, including Route 36, Cannington to Airport Central, terrible frequency, like the 37, absolute trash, and last bus again at 7 p.m, so stupid, useless, pretty useless, but at least it's at Cannington, not at Oak Street, so it's a little bit better. But it's probably going to be gas bus, considering Welshpool. Oh, Welshpool buses. Oh. And we have the Route 51, that was pretty decent. I bet it's going to be 15 minutes per bus because it runs along Orong Road to go to the city from Cannington bus station all the way to Perth City bus stop via Orong Road, the one and only route that actually will be traveling along Orong Road. And we have Route 206, which is just the normal 206, enhanced the frequency probably, I don't know. And we also have all the other normal routes, 220, Armadale to Perth, normal route, no change, except frequency on Sunday and also rush hours. Rush hours, they will increase it to 20 minutes. Right now it's actually 1 hour per bus whole day, on weekday. And then for Sunday it's 2 hours per bus, but they increased it to 1 hour for during the shutdown. And we have the Express Route 221, which is basically the 220 Express version, and doesn't travel along Eastwick Park and run along how the 930 goes to go to Perth Passport, and limited stops. And we have the 230, that's a very trashy limited stops rush hour special to replace for the Thorney line services. And of course we have the 930 that's running normally, no change, absolutely no change to Elizabeth Quay. And we also have, I'm trying to actually load all the routes in here. We have the 529, which is actually a route from, is it 529 or 528? I don't remember, it's one of these numbers. From Armadale over to Coburn, very, very straightforward path along Armadale Road, all the way through, no change. I mean, that's a new route, all stops, normal services, pretty decent. I think 15 minutes per bus actually, that's pretty good. And then we have the 907 and 908. 908 is the worst one, by the way. 907 is okay, it's basically running as a C pattern, all the way from Perth to Armadale, C pattern, okay? Doesn't stop like the current 906, 907. We have the 908, which is absolute trash because they don't go to Thorney for some stupid bullcrap reason. Right now, Thorney is the 908 is serving Thorney for train replacement from Cannington to Thorney. Now after the shutdown starts, they're going to switch it to Victoria Park to Cannington and doesn't go to Thorney. Then how can you actually go to Thorney? You have to change to either the 206 or even just get off at Shepperton Road and have to change to 930. No choice. During normal hours, only 930 will serve Thorney with a decent frequency if you don't count the 206. So 206 will go, but it makes a big loop around the suburbs before hitting Thorney, which is really troll. And I hope I have actually named all the routes. I actually don't remember actually some of the routes. I hope that's everything. So I really hope that's actually everything. I actually didn't remember the complete details. So, and for new routes besides these, we have another dumb route. Yes, another dumb one, which is Route 272 in Kalamunda. Right now, currently, the Kalamunda Community Centre is actually served by the 283 extension deviation trips, randomly in the middle of the day, served up there, one extra stop after Kalamunda bus station. But they will stop doing that for the 283 instead of doing a 272 service that only runs on school days and have 2 services, not like 1 hour per bus. For the 283 is actually 1 hour per bus for like 5 services during the middle of the day on weekdays to go up to the community center. No, they're gonna switch that to school days exclusive 272 and only 2 services, one at 9:30 something and one at 12. And that's basically it for Kalamunda's community center. That's basically 272. Only 1 stop for the 272. Kalamunda bus station, community center. Peace. No more. That's basically it. So trash. Even worse than 273. Then Kalamunda will be even worse now because there is the home of 2 stupid routes. 272 and 273. Oh my gosh. But that's one of the dumb things. And also they will have route change for Route 30 and 31. Which kind of relate to me and also at the same time kind of not because my route is 34, which will not be changed, apparently. Right now, all of the 3 routes, 30, 31 and 34, will run along William Street between Elizabeth Quay and Perth Passport. But as soon as actually the shutdown starts, 30 and 31 will be swapped to travel along Milligan Street instead, while 34 continues William Street. which is going to make Milligan Street completely screwed. Because right now, one time after I actually at around 6 p.m. at night, now it's only the 910 run along Milligan Street. With actually 30 and 31 running on it, it will have 3 routes. But right now with only 910, traffic is already completely jammed and dead during rush hours, like around 6 p.m. You cannot even actually move on Milligan Street during 6 p.m. One time I waited for a 910, it literally got stuck there for 5 to 10 minutes before it actually reached the stop, which is ridiculous, let alone with 30 and 31 in the future. How can freaking Milligan Street handle that crap? Well, we have made it to Lakelands here. Been a while, it's still on the left, and I didn't want to turn, and I'm going to end the video right here on the train. Remember to like and subscribe, click the bell so that you can get notifications when I post. Check out the links in the description down below for my other channels and my Instagram. Click on these videos up top, and I'll see you guys next time.